Are you aware that Tinubu called us privately, told us what to do, but he didn't do it? Wike alleges. Now, wow. So Wike is now alleging that Tinubu called him and Fubara privately and told them exactly what to do, but Fubara didn't do it. So what does that mean? Are you not saying that Fubara is not ready to accept Tinubu's resolution, or are you not saying that Fubara is the architect of the problem, or is the reason the problem is still persisting in the state? Wike is a troublemaker, I'm sure. But let's dive into the details to understand what Wike is trying to say here. Okay. As reported by channels, Nyesom Wike, the incumbent minister of the Federal Capital Territory, has raised questions regarding the ongoing agitations in Rivers State, particularly in the aftermath of the peace resolution he recently signed with Governor Fubara. Wike addressed this matter on Sunday while speaking at the Thanksgiving ceremony for George Kelly Alabo. So during his address to the congregation, Wike expressed concern about the nature of the agitation and sought to dispel any notion that it is exclusively an Ijaw-centric issue. He emphasized that such a perspective is ill-informed and lacks a comprehensive understanding of the intricacies involved in the political landscape of Rivers State. Wike also asserted that the president provided instructions to both himself and Governor Fubara, but the governor did not adhere to the president's guidance. Okay, in his own words, as reported by channels this afternoon, when we wanted to go for it, we were not shouting Asawana. Now they are carrying flags and shouting Asawana up and down. Are you people aware that Mr. President actually called us privately and told us what to do? He didn't do it. And now Mr. President then said, okay, the larger house should come, and they are saying he does not have the constitutional right to do that. Can you imagine? So what they are saying, what Wike is trying to say here is that President Tinubu called them and told them what to do, but, Fubara did not do it. So what is it that the president told them to do? And if actually told them to do something, why did Fubara say it's not doing it? Because we have seen, even with the resolution from the 8-point peace agreement that was signed, we've seen the content and found that it's also tilted towards tying Fubara's hands and legs. So if Fubara has seen that what Tinubu wanted them to do is not favorable to him and is going to tie him further, he has a right to reject it. That is the truth. So you cannot, force him to accept something that is going to hook him or tie him, tie him together and take away his political freedom. Nobody will want to do that. That is the truth. Nobody would want to do that. Okay? So now, Wike is saying that at the beginning of all this, nobody was shouting at Sawana, but now they are carrying placards, carrying flags, carrying papers and shouting at Sawana up and down. That this is not a Ijaw-centric matter. It is about the state. That is what Wike is trying to say here. Because it's in a church, so if Wike leaves the church, he will bring up another tone that is to prove that he's a warlord. So nobody will trust Wike and Tinubu in this matter because they are doing everything to take over Rivers State and they claim it. That is it. So that's why everybody is saying that Fubara should shine his eyes. Don't accept what is not, no matter who is pushing you to accept it. All right. So there are a few comments here. People are reacting to what Wike said in the church here. Let's see what people are saying. Somebody said, you fail to understand that the same power you had when you were the governor is what Fubara, the present governor, is enjoying. So if Buhari had called you to respect Amechi, would you have done that? Bam, exactly. You wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have done that. Somebody say, don't mind the wicked, greedy Wike. Don't mind that drunk emperor. So Wike is getting it here. If Buhari had called you, because the same thing that happened between, or that is happening between you and Fubara now, was what happened between you and Wike when Amechi handed over the state to you. So if Buhari had called you with your behavior, okay, to accept some things that will be detrimental to you between you and Amechi, would you have accepted it? No. So don't blame Fubara if Fubara rejected some things. He should not be blamed. Okay. Somebody is saying the same way you helped Fubara to become Rivers State Governor, ex-President Jonathan Goodluck, his wife Patience, and then Rivers State INEC resident officer, all from Ijaw ethnicity, installed you as a governor of Rivers State. Yet they did not drag the state leadership with you for 8 years. Exactly. So that you made Fubara a governor or you supported him to become governor is not a reason for you to wrestle the state with him. That is the truth. So don't mind the useless fool. He's a fool. I wonder he should be reminded the truth because he thinks he has absolute power. He does not have the absolute power. Because if must somebody advise you on what to do at your age and level of exposure, don't you know that what is good for the goose is also good for the gander? If it were you, would you have accepted all these conditionalities? Now, wow, my namesake ask Amo for me, not be smart, not be smart. So Wike is just trying to muzzle that state. He should not. He should stop it. Now somebody is coming from a different perspective here. Said you people should stop your nonsense. The president has the right to tell anybody in the country what to do, including any governor, no matter the political party they belong to, or they will suffer the consequences. I think you people are blind. Why did Fubara enter into an agreement with Wike and now thought he entered and will not honor the agreement after Wike made him the governor of Rivers State? Or you people thought he won that election? Most of us saw what happened on the day of Rivers State governorship election. APC candidate is still in court against Fubara. That election can be dissolved through the court. Let your brother Fubara go and test his popularity and see if he can win without the FCT minister. Well, that is what you are saying. Okay? Who win? Even the president. Did the president win the election? He did not win the election now. It's not because they used the influence of judiciary to sustain him there. They didn't win election. So nobody is winning election in Nigeria. All of them are rigging left, right, and center. That is it. And so this is how so-called church leaders have turned the church into a laughingstock and a tool in the hands of self-seeking politicians. How come Wike is allowed to address the congregation? Has the church become a political rally? This kind of nonsense can never happen in a mosque. The clergy should stop turning God's altar into a soapbox for politicians. Exactly. Who gave Wike microphone to talk in the church? He was supposed to go there, have his service, and walk away, not go there to make political statement in the church. That's wrong. Well, it's Catholic, this kind of thing can happen. We never can tell which church it is anyway. So why would they allow him to address the congregation? Are you not aware that Wike's name is too big? My dear, that name is too big. Oh, note it. The Wike's name is too big. How big is it? So that's exactly what Wike is saying that all the, Tinubu called them and asked them to do something, and this guy refused to do it. So that's why there is still problem in the state. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.